The original Volkswagen Beetle repurposed to create a fashionably old-fashioned minibike. Anyone watching this video who is a 90s kid will remember the game of punch buggy played in the car on a long family road trips. Any parent of a 90s kid will remember the fights they had to break up in the back seat when one sibling hit the other too hard or didn't play by what they considered the car rules. While the rules of punch buggy no punchbacks might be widely debated, one thing for certain is not, these German-made cars' bubble-like structures were iconic. Though production of the original ended in 2003, one enthusiasts began repurposing the old cars into adorable, albeit funny-looking scooters. The Volkswagen minibike self-proclaimed maker and builder of a variety of things, Brent has created the Volkspod by welding together the fenders from all four corners of the old Volkswagen Beetles. The scooters have a rear and taillights from the original car and wide bicycle-type handlebars for the rider to hold on to, and hold on you'll want to do. These slightly alien-looking bikes have a 3-horsepower engine and can go up to 25 miles per hour. That's pretty quick for a simple scooter, isn't it? This video is from Ultimate Rebuild and is building a Volkswagen-inspired minivan. Volkswagen down to the details. Not only do these bikes have the same bulbous shape that you're used to seeing from the Volkswagen Bug line, but they've got all the small details too. The classic Volkswagen crest can be found on the front of the bike, the step to help you get on, and the engine too. Though these little bikes may not be ideal for long trips or highway driving, they're great for a short scoot into town or a leisurely tour of the neighborhood on a sunny day. Modern, fashionable, flashy and fancy cars are attractive and no one can deny it. However, no one of us can neither gainsay the value of old, iconic cars and the classic beauty of the German Volkswagen Beetle in particular. These cars marked an era and remained symbols of the old and forgettable times. Well, all of you who enjoys short scoots or leisure tours around the neighborhood would certainly fall in love with the creation of one enthusiast who repurposes these cars into scooters. Brent sees himself as a maker and builder of a variety of things, and his creation is called the Volkspod. The Handyman, a former tool and die maker who currently works in medical equipment manufacturing, explained that he took up this hobby as a way to test his skills. He said, "I wanted a scooter to take to Volkswagen shows. These fenders were left over from building my car, and I also wanted to practice welding the thin sheet middle panels." He welds together the vintage fenders from all four corners of old Volkswagen Beetles. The Volkspod has a rear and taillights from the original car and wide bicycle-type handlebars. It has a 3-horsepower engine and can go up to 25 miles per hour. The scooter has the classic Volkswagen crest on the front, the step to help you get on, and the engine. It is also available in the iconic shades of the original Beetle, birch green and pastel blue. Walter said that the original green has a 79cc motor and is more for looks than it is practical. The second blue one has more ground clearance and a 212cc motor, and it is more practical to ride around on the road. Brent Walter didn't really plan on creating a viral sensation with his Volkspod minibikes. It happened by accident. Now, there are buyers lining up to get a pint-sized car show cruiser. Walter had a set of Volkswagen bag fenders laying around his shop in Hunting, Indiana, and needed material to practice butt welding light gauge sheet metal. The skill will be necessary when it comes time to install a rod top on his ever-evolving Volkswagen Beetle. Playing around with the fenders, he discovered that by melding two front fenders and two rear fenders, an interstate shape revealed itself. A cycloptic arthropod with obvious Beetle lineage, yet character all its own. That first creation was used for the body shell of a 79cc minibike that served as car show transportation. When photos of that crazy contraption found their way to American Picker's Robbie Wolf, he contacted Walter to commission one of his own. That second Volkspod, the name was inspired by Randy Grubb. Bare aluminum Decopods was built for Wolf with taller tires and a peppier 212cc engine. Walter said that the taller tire and added clearance of the more powerful Volkspod helps it tackle riding on lawns, and that it has quite a bit of power compared to the original, which struggles on grass and barely gets out of its own way. In that regard, the original is true to its Volkswagen Beetle roots. After his minibike creations went viral, he was inundated with requests for Volkspods. He has two more started, but as it's a part-time venture on evenings and weekends, each build can take a few months. If you've just gotta have one, you'd better drop Walter a note and get in line. The Volkspod is made from fusing four Volkswagen Beetle wings together and adding mini motorcycle wheels and an engine. This could be one of the best uses of an old rusted Volkswagen unless you're a Volkswagen purist, and then this is probably a travesty. Beneath the sleek, custom-built exterior lies a chunky tubular steel frame with a solid front end and a hardtail setup. Completing the retro look are a set of beach cruiser handlebars and a flat comfy seat. Whether you're a fan of the Volkswagen Beetle or not, you have to admit this would be the coolest paddock bike at a classic track day. Brent Walter started working on his Volkspod in early 2019, and that was just the beginning, of course. But the finished product left many asking how they could get one of the cool creations for themselves. That's all for today. Please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Thanks for watching. God bless.